It's a good shot, actually. Worked away off the hit by Markram, but that rain we've had this morning just slowing the ball up. But, well, Jamie Smith, he made ground, and as he went to flick the ball back, he flicked it into his body, which then took the ball over the boundary.
It was good effort, good commitment, and it was his knee digging into the surface. It was a fine shot. Archer's just been a little bit leg side. He's swinging the ball back towards Markram, but off the hip to get that amount of timing and power. So even cast diving took a big chunk out the outfield, but it's a Jamie Smith dive. An eye on his knee that digs into the surface there. It's nasty. It's happy the player gets up unharmed from those sort of moments.
Starts offline, starts into Rickleton's pads and pays the penalty.
Yeah, certainly Carter's plan with the two slits will be to be in and around off stump, moving the ball across Rickleton, trying to find the outside edge, but always difficult to do that first up, first ball when you're getting used to the run up, used to the landing zone.
Ball. The chip straight down the ground, knowing that mid-off and mid-on are up. Knew there was a run straight.
Both looked in good touch. Just a touch early on the shot, hence the elevation. And holding the shape within that shot and not losing it ensures that it doesn't spoon up to a fielder.
It was an early call. Results in him getting home. Oh dear. Not the first time. We've seen something similar here.
Piece of fielding. Mid on, running around, run out chance. Once throws, direct hit, 2-3 men backing up, but it's the third. Jacob Bethel, I think it is.
It's very nice from Ryan Rickleton. They'll know he's very strong square of the wicket, so they don't want to give him that width outside the off stump, but still able to score straight.
Yeah, this is a beauty. Just much fuller from Mahmood, but on the top of the bounce, straight. Markram does well to get out of the way. Great reward for good shots at Lords. This is a beauty. I don't want this as a non-striker. It's a good bounce.
It's a pass yet again. It's been a favoured scoring area for Rickleton, straight down the ground. Another 50 partnership between these two. 3 out of 5 times they've done it.
Yeah, certainly something to smile about. Nice tone early in the innings. Talked about the challenge that it might pose here. Losing the toss and being inserted. Haven't quite found the lengths as of yet. South Africa.
Trademark of Aidan Markram, the drive. Which are very close to the stumps on release. This gives him an opportunity to drive through the offside.
Yeah, just staying composed. His strengths. The offside. The shape in that left shoulder. Face a bat for as long as he can. It's going to through in.
Overcorrection from Archer results in runs down the leg side.
Yeah, one of the challenges in only playing 3 seamers is half the ball at the nursery end. Favourite end is the pavilion end for him. Obviously change of angle and correction from him just doesn't work.
using the pace nicely at the moment. I think he's enjoying a bit of extra pace from Archer. At times, it hasn't been easy for Aidan Markham through this innings, but his last few deliveries will give him a lot of confidence.
It's certainly more free-flowing. 3 boundaries now on the trot from Markram.
It's gone very high. Keeper says, this is mine. Butler, he has to do a bit of shuffling, but you expect him to take it. And finally, a wicket for the home side.
Yeah, completely against the run of play, particularly comes to the innings of Ryan Rickleton. Some good touch, didn't get much of the strike early on. And one of his strengths just picking up on the leg side square of the wicket. It's a top edge. Butler takes a good catch. That would have swirled around.
Of course. Chasing, not chasing a big total. And now there'll be some responsibility on his shoulder.
Today. Now then, yes. And he begins to do exactly that. Adil Rashid into the attack. Just a little feather. And Bavuma, the skipper, has to go.
Yeah, the length was so good. You almost looked like he flattened out that.
Gets lucky. Not where he intended. He was just trying to help it on its way. It's a little finer than he thought. The frustration for Archer is generally bowled into the pitch. To hit pitch hard, get a little bit out of it.
Yeah, that's when Markram's changed his game a little bit. He used to kind of squeeze the glue, if we want to put it in, to sort of talk that goes around the change room. That's how hard he used to grab the bat. He's really changed his approach now, where it's softened his hands and straight, like a short good off, but that's hammered with immense power. Wow, he's recognised that. Given a little bit of air, and Aidan Markram's eyes lit up. He had to execute, and execute he did.
That's an area of his game that's developed quite markedly over the last couple of years, I think. I asked him actually this in interview when we were with him together at the end of the first game, and I asked him about the IPL and playing in the subcontinent. I felt that that has helped his game develop quite.
Taking to see if he did fall over.
Catch it!
Fuck off! He's got him. Caught and bowled, would you believe it? Looked like it was a drag down. Markram trying to work it away, leading edge. And he's one short of his 50 and has to be on his way.
Adil Rashid doing Adil Rashid things, picking up wickets when England desperately need to do so. They so often go to him just to make a difference. Markram there trying to hit it through long on, just trying to work it away on the leg side, slight leading edge. Good catch from Adil Rashid. He's not going to drop him off his own bowling. Good sharp return catch. Adil Rashid just bringing England back into the contest. See there, just trying to work it leg side. Not the best delivery that he will have ever bowled, but he'll take it. The dangerous Markram has come and gone, just shy of a half century. 93 for...
Short and wide. Punished beautifully through the offside. Will Jacks helpless on the cover boundary. Cross got the length right, but is far too wide. Beautifully hit. Hits the end of the practice surfaces and gathers pace off the square to find the boundary. Brought the 100 up for South Africa. 101 for 3. England, and try and get them in that system. Swept and beat short fine and runs away for 4. Rich's statistician has just told his face 347 balls all season in all cricket. See,
Played with for a while.
oh, it's absolute beauty. Big appeal from Adil Rashid. And given out, but immediately reviewed from Bretsky.
Third umpire to director. We have a player review for caught behind. Original decision out. I've checked the feed, it's a fair delivery. Front on spin vision piece. hitting the front pad. Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going, please. Next frame, next frame.
Yeah, right decision made in the end. Just caught his left shin. At the same time, brilliantly swept. Leg stump line from Bethel. Bretsky's been quick onto that sweep a couple of times now. And they've got a leg slip in Joe Root and a 45, so now goes offside. Wonderful batting and all the way.
Well, he's a quality player, Bretsky, teammate at Northampton. Had a wonderful season in T20 cricket for us this year. Obviously couldn't play the quarter-final. But he's a quality player, great stroke maker. He's had his challenges against spin at times this year, but his hands just get him out of trouble. He's got great hands. Reminds me a little bit of A.B. de Villiers, the way he sort of sets up.
Beautifully played. Through the offside and finds the boundary, beats Adil Rashid.
Wonderful shot. Wonderful ball strike down the ground. Simplicity from Bretsky.
What a tremendous shot. Didn't charge at Will Jacks, just stood there and hit it, but kept his shape.
Will Jacks back. Slugged away, and that will go for 4. I think the intention was definitely there from Stubbs. Hasn't affected it. Same again. That was exactly what he was looking for the previous delivery. There's an enormous 6 from Tristan Stubbs. Afternoon, Sean Pollock.
Yeah, Morg's good shot, wasn't it? It's giving him a bit of the Fred Astaire in the...
And again, that is wonderful cricket from Tristan Stubbs. 14 off the first 3 deliveries of Jacks is over. Been quite costly so far. Change in field. Long off goes back. The cover comes up. It's flatter with more pace this occasion. South Africa looking to target this 5th bowling option, of which Bethel has bowled 2 so far, and Jacks is into his 4th.
Orthodox spinners.
Slapped. And slapped hard, straight down the ground. It's not the first time today the non-striker has been in the way of danger. And he cleans up Tristan Stubbs.
Earlier in the day.
Oh, this is hit high into the air. Jofra Archer just stands and watches. Looks in fine form. There's Bretsky.
Yeah, you would think maybe they were waiting for the Bethel and Jacks to get to the popping crease and be delivering, but it seems this...
Cut away and quite cleverly done, given the field that is set for Bride and Carse. And again, Bretsky just manipulating the ball exactly where he wants. 232 for 3.
Yeah, big over 19 from...
Archer thinks it is, but given. Yeah, given. A little bit of confusion and hesitation to start. Well, review
for 6.
Well, he's tried to repeat the dose. Ball's short, and I think gets lucky, because if that was straight, both long on and long off, we're back on the boundary. Doesn't get the timing.
He often talks about his brand. His brand is to be positive. Sometimes you do wonder whether maybe just a few balls to have a look at it might be a good idea, but there's an example that he doesn't feel that. He's recognises something, he goes after it, and he's pulled this one off.
Yeah, and on back is edged. This should race away down towards the nursery end for 4. Back-to-back boundaries for Brevis.
I don't know if he's ever played at Lords, but it's one of the challenges you have to deal with that slope on the angle. It can sometimes just stay down when bowling from the pavilion end, and you got the feeling that did something similar to that. On the angle, just drifting in, he gets the edge. Bethel disappointed. Brevis gets away with it.
And that was almost a leg spinner opportunity here if Archer manages to gather. Does. We're going to have to look at that upstairs. Tristan Stubbs thinks he's gone. He's absolutely furious. The on-field umpire has given him out straight away. Tristan Stubbs gets a march on back to the pavilion, and England have taken another timely wicket.
I think they're going to have to keep their distance between the two of them when they get back to the dressing room. Stubbs is not happy. Kind of yes, no, they all hesitated, and eventually he was maybe asking the man who hasn't been at the crease for that long to sacrifice his wicket. Tries to make a valiant effort to get back, and as he gets up after being...
Just goes up and under the ball. Bear in mind, Archer hasn't been consistent with the deliveries he's bowled. He's mixed it up. Slower ball, quicker ball, Yorker. This is played on reaction and played really, really well.
88 miles per hour, so he had his wits about him. Brevis, he understood where the gap was and just rocked
again. And does so. Looks confident, stands confident, and that's exactly why that has been deposited into the pavilion.
Yeah, this is his real strength. This is what's been so remarkable about Theobald Brevis. He doesn't often miss it. When he decides he wants to go after something, and it's somewhere near his area, with enough power, enough timing just to take it the whole way.
Well, on the sweep, and back-to-back sixes for Devote Brevis. That looks like it's out on St John's Wood Road. That is massive from the young man.